My name is Mo Adams, born in Saudi, raised in the UK. Now currently living in Saudi playing football. A few things that I do, I consider myself a footballer and a creative. I'm the founder and host of the platform Style Speaks, where we do delve into fashion, music, art, culture, sports, and beyond, showcasing the creative side of what we have going on in the region. And aside from that, yeah, I'm a full-time footballer, so it's been a whirlwind. It's been fun, balancing the two. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, through my schedule, I'd say that's what the downside of being a footballer, that you do get to miss a lot of exciting stuff through your schedule and so on. But yeah, being here today, it's been amazing. I mean, I just finished a panel, the power of music and fashion, and seeing how, music does influence fashion and so on. But it's been amazing, I see a lot of familiar faces. Like I said, I see what the initiative is through XP Music Futures and how it does highlight music beyond what it is, but also delving into the roots of actual music, the market, how to influence, and so on. So I think it is very entertaining, very educational, very inspiring to see, and those are three things I look at when I want to attend an event. Am I going to leave with a lasting impression? I think so far I've only been there for a few hours, but it's one that I definitely will look back on. Fashion and football, two things that have definitely grown over the past few years. We've seen footballers tap in beyond just the game, but more so as expressing themselves as more than just athletes. And I think that's kind of driven by what's happening in the West. I'd give a lot of credit to the NBA for starting that movement with the tunnel fits, of course. That little 30-second walk, I think, is almost like a fashion show. With 82 games a year, you need 82 fits. But aside from that, I think in the UK it's obviously grown now. We've seen a lot of brands decide to work with athletes. Athletes are deemed as the new influencers, you could say, in how they're able to influence the market and so on. So I'd say the correlation between them there is just expression, and athletes really knowing their value in a sense of how they can express themselves, but also the influence that they have beyond just the game. And for music and fashion, I think they go hand in hand. I think, they are inseparable at this time. I think we've seen the impact that an artist would have within fashion, the likes of A$AP Rocky, Pharrell, Kanye West, and so on. So I think they are two things that really align in a sense, and do influence each other. But what we've seen in music now, a lot of the collaboration between artists and even designers now within music and fashion has been great to see. And even like witnessing here at XP, like you take a walk and you just see what people are wearing. It's everyone's just really expressing themselves. It's exciting to see. The future of music, fashion, and sport, just that whole entertainment scene really within Saudi Arabia is really, it's honestly, the ceiling is, there's no ceiling, let's just put it that way. It's become a real entertainment hub and a market that a lot of people want to tap into. I mean, what we're seeing right now with XP, how they're able to get, Tomorrow Network, Don Cannon's here, obviously there's a few other people, producers, artists, and so on. But even from the Middle East, incredible artists. And I think this has really allowed for the current region to connect with people who they don't usually connect with. You'd obviously have to fly, make it a global tour, and be lucky to kind of witness someone. But to have those people within the region and really, it does resonate with the community here. And then to touch on sports, I think it's self-explanatory what's happening in Saudi with all the the superstars joining the league. Obviously Al Hilal being part of the Club World Cup now, it's also amazing to see a Saudi club represented at the global stage. So yeah, like I said, there is no ceiling. It's something that is very exciting and something that us within the creative scene have to take advantage of and look. This is kind of, you have to lick your lips at an experience or a market like this now. It's been incredible. Me in the Saudi League right now, honestly, every year it's a new surprise. The heavy hitters that they're bringing in, I think even if you look at the mid to bottom tier clubs and how much they've improved, and even the level of players that they are beginning to attract, it's incredible to see. And even like, look, I spent some time, I was playing at Inter Miami before I came to Saudi, and obviously Lionel Messi plays there now, and that club has obviously had a wonderful impact of soccer, in soccer in the US, and to see that is also beautiful. But people always ask me, like, what is Saudi like? And the amount of people that I played with over in the West that really want to come to Saudi and have their perception really change in the space of a year or two through the influence of sport, music, like its fashion and so on is amazing to see. And I think that is what the country wants to do. You know, they want to diversify the economy and their portfolio essentially, and through things like music, fashion and sport, they're able to do that, but also do it in a way that is authentic. Yeah, there is definitely some artists that we have. I mean, in Style Speaks, we do have a segment called a lyric breakdown. We actually shoot it in this studio here, and I'm not usually on the seat. I'm kind of just facing the artist. But we've had some cool. I mean, we've had Mish'al Tamar on. We've had you know, Sharqiya on. We just shot with Halim, and there's a few others that we've shot that we've not announced yet. So it is very cool. I mean, the music scene here is booming, man. A lot of these artists are. I mean, if you look at my playlist, Apple Music playlist that just dropped a week ago, I mean, there was like 5-6 artists who are Saudi in that list. So a year ago, there wasn't any, you know, so it just shows, you know, the impact of what these artists are having on the region. To name a few, Halim, I love Halim, Soldier, Da Vinci, they're really cool artists. And yeah, they're ones that I really want to, you know, delve more into, interview, really get to know more about their background, their story, what they see about the scene here, how the market here can evolve, and you know, where they want to take the music, because they are essentially the pioneers of this region, I'd say. Absolutely, collaboration is something that I mean, even just with this panel, one of the key takeaways was how important it is to collaborate. I think it's very hard to do things on your own. It's very hard to reach certain markets or a certain audience by, you know, staying rigid in what you want to do. I think it is very important to kind of just collaborate in a sense, you know, take ideas here, create, and I think that will bring the best out of everybody in a sense. Nobody can really achieve what they want by themselves. You do need a good support system around you. You do need people, fellow creatives that are able to help you, and collaboration is obviously one way in doing that. And yes, you know, we've seen a few collaborations happen now within fashion and music. Obviously, Shaolin, I think he did something the other day with, I think it's, remind me of the brand? Les Enfants Terribles. There we go. It's because it has specific accent, and I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, we've seen, you know, a few collaborations within, you know, music and fashion, and I'm sure it's very exciting to see that locally, you know. Have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Almost begin with the end in mind. Look at, you know, the initial impact or the impact that you do want to have, and then work backwards to see what steps need to be taken for you to influence such region or market. And then with that, you just kind of, like I said, calculate the steps and really do something. You know, creativity is a form of expression, but it's important to do that with impact and meaning. There's no point in you just creating, although there's nothing wrong with it, but if you do want to have an impact on a community, there has to be a purpose in doing so. So see what the market needs, and then from there, just do everything you can, man. Sleepless nights, you know, setbacks, and it's a long run. It's not going to be something that is going to be achieved in a day. It will take ages, and like I said, if you're always, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and you know, those who keep running will win in the end. So yeah, it's a race.